This is it. This is what I've travelled halfway across the world for, to see the Siberian tiger in the snow. This is the giant amongst cats, the third largest flesh eater on the planet. There's a male and female here. The male's got his back to me. They can be over 10 feet long. They are such powerful predators. Deer is one of the main prey items, but they can easily eat wild boar, and they've even been known to attack and kill an adult brown bear. I can hear them licking the carcass. That's because they've got that really rough tongue, and they use that to lick the flesh away from the carcass. They don't use smell when they're hunting. They listen and use their incredible sight. At night they can see 6 times better than we can. And then they stalk up on their prey, ambush it, jump out, grab it round the throat, and then throttle it.
This is a film about bull sharks, and while we were making it, something terrible happened.
I'd certainly be very nervous about doing this on my own, but I'm with shark behaviourist Eric Ritter. Hi Eric.
Hey Nigel, how you doing?
There are bull sharks all around us. Your studies are trying to get you into the mind of the shark, is that right?
That's correct.
And particularly how sharks interact with humans. Ah! The pectoral fin just touched my leg there, and she almost lifted it out the way. She doesn't want to touch us, does she? I mean, there are a dozen big bull sharks here, 450 pounds, 8 feet long.
Look right here.
Wow!
These sharks could easily take you out. So as long as we don't move, you know, and they realize we're not a threat to them, they couldn't care less.
And then... I can't believe that happened. I'll never forget how effective those teeth and those jaws. I mean, Eric's leg, the bite was in the calf, and it was just like us biting into a watermelon. And this is a man who knows sharks and works with them nearly every day. Later, I'll ask him what went wrong. After yesterday's weigh-in, we left the Giganotosaurus herd, and somewhere near here they were skirting the edge of this forest, heading east towards the nesting grounds. They can't move very fast, so hopefully we can intercept them. You are, Don. That is beautiful. Gorgeous, moves so beautifully. Watch out, look at that behind! Come on! What a monster! As well as the snakes, the waterholes are seething with caiman and wading birds. The yellow anacondas hide out in beds of water hyacinth.
The hyacinth are moving. And got to get behind that head. Look at that, they've got, it's got me there. Not too bad though. I'd rather be bitten by an anaconda than a Jack Russell. Look, you see the blood? Blood there, just like tiny pinpricks. But what a beautiful snake. This is a yellow anaconda. They're found here in Brazil, they're found in Paraguay, in Bolivia and northern Argentina. And these poor, as well as biting, they've got another form of defence. They've got glands at the base of the tail, and they release a musk from there that absolutely stinks. And that's what happens if they're attacked. They don't grow as long as green anacondas. This is a pretty good sized specimen, but 12 feet long, that's the maximum length of yellow anacondas. And you can see how they get their name, a sulphur yellow belly here. These are specialised aquatic hunters. See these button eyes on the top of the head? They lay in wait in places like this. When a bird or a mammal comes to drink, they strike. And look at this one. You can see there's an injury there at the front of the mouth. These predators, they're often at risk when they're attacking larger prey. And this has obviously been bitten by something. But remarkably, these snakes can actually catch and swallow prey under the water. Let's let this one go now. Off you go. Sorry about disturbing you. No sudden moves.
Nigel has chosen the wrong creature to disturb. Cave bears stand 13 feet tall, weighing up to 3/4 of a ton, and are more muscular than any other bear.
Get moving! Run! Drop the camera, Captain. Just move! As long as I keep topping up with that, I should be... Laura, that sound again. Anything on the cameras?
Nothing. As far as I can see, you're on your own.
On my own, did you say?
It came out of nowhere. I'm really sorry.
She's hiding right under a rock. I'm pretty sure it's a female. They grow much bigger than males. As long as she doesn't see me, I'll be safe.
Just don't take any more chances.
Oops. It's a common toad. And how can anyone say they're ugly? She's a beautiful old girl. She probably is old as well. They can live to a ripe old age, over 40 years. Gardeners' friends, they mop up so many slugs and other pests. And a full-grown toad, a big one, can eat prey as large as a mouse. So I've got to be really careful here. One wrong move, and she'd swallow me whole.
Nigel, I've come up with another route you can take.
Thanks for that. We followed 3 sets of tracks here, but where are the cubs? There's one. And there's the other. The cubs are peeking out. Just some bait. In the Ordovician, that's the easy bit. With no land animals to scavenge along the beach, anything the sea spits up just lies here rotting. An armour-plated fish. Now into shallow water to flush out one unpleasant little critter that I was going to be seeing a lot of. a sea scorpion, one of the most grotesque of predators. And look at that, look at the tail curling. That's how they get their name, but there's no venom in there, like their namesakes on the land. And you've got to be careful of those formidable pincers at the front. Oh.
The scorpion gave me a graphic demonstration of just how formidable its claws are. It literally shredded the bait at my feet before moving on to bigger prey. Ah!
Are you alright, Nigel?
Slash my leg. It's another scar for the collection. Great spot, Robert. There's a lot of frogs here, I bet.
Yeah, perfect food for the water snakes. No way, there's one there!
Oh, Robert! Hey!
Oh, yes!
You got it, Robert!
I got him! Oh, that's awesome!
What kind is that?
Well, this guy is a keelback or freshwater snake.
So that looks exactly like a rough scale snake, which is one of the venomous ones on my list. How can you tell the difference?
If you look closely, you can see he's got these little stripes along his jaws.
The stripes are formed by loreal scales. No venomous snakes have them. What do keelbacks feed on?
This one will mainly feed on frogs, but he's one of the only snakes in Australia to be able to actually feed on cane toads.
Most Australian snakes are killed by the poison of cane toads.
Definitely. For this guy, he just gobbles them right up. It's amazing. I think I'll let him go now.
The keelback is a good omen. They're often found living with the venomous snake that's at number 10 on my list. Okay, boys. Okay.
It may have seemed like a good idea at the time, but now Nigel is in serious trouble. Thanks to the Dinosaurs, Nigel is still one step ahead of Matilda.
Got you, Matilda.